In my journey to promote synodality in the Archdiocese of Cebu, I experienced real transformation on how I look at people. Listening to LGBT, I realized how difficult their situations are, and this changed the way I treat them. Listening to the cry of persons with disability opened my eyes as to how difficult it is for a deaf mute to avail of sacraments and to be part of a synodal church. Lately, during the consultation on the synthesis report of Synod of Bishops, I saw many professionals who may not always be seen in the church but served as facilitators, synthesizers, and note takers. I realized how rich our church is with human resources. This is something that we can look forward to in the coming Sugbuswak, or the birth of 2 new dioceses in the Archdiocese of Cebu. Members of parish pastoral and finance councils welcomed the synthesis report with excitement that soon they will have a voice in the parish. The conversation in the spirit, if implemented at all levels, will give hope to a culture of synodality in our church.
It has been a wonderful privilege and a blessing for me to journey with the people from different walks of life through the synodal consultations that we had conducted in the Archdiocese of Cebu. As a missionary catechist, it has always been my joy to give formation seminars to catechists. In the synodal journey, I was enriched by listening to the experiences of people on how they have lived out co-responsibility and participation in the mission of the Church, particularly from the young people among us. I was able to listen to their hopes and dreams for a truly synodal church, despite the hindrances and the various challenges they have identified and experienced themselves. The youth of today wants to be recognized with all their potentials and how they can contribute to the mission of the Church. They acknowledge their need for guidance and direction, to be considered as assets instead of being treated as liabilities. The sincerity, honesty, and humility to accept their shortcomings moved me, as I, with all honesty, likewise admit my own weaknesses, recognizing the barriers that sometimes we build or create, blocking the people instead of facilitating their encounter with our Lord. I pray that as we continue our synodal journey, we may have a synodal heart, a heart that is willing to listen, a heart that knows how to accept, a heart that knows how to discern, and a heart that loves to journey with others.
My involvement in the final phase of the synodal consultation, starting with the familiarization of the 20-point synthesis from the first phase of the Synod of Bishops last October, and then going to districts and listening to participants of the consultations, have brought 3 important lessons. First, I felt so blessed to be working with Ma'am Fe Barino and Sister MARICOR TALAY, MCST. When I was told to work with them, there was no hesitation on my part, because I know not only how professional and competent they are, but how much they love the church. And true enough, I was not mistaken. In a month's time, everything was done, from facilitators training to the district and diocesan consultations last Sunday. The ease in which the difficult task was accomplished is a testament of the giftedness of the laity and the beauty of working with them. Second, appreciation both of the very effective structure we have in the church, the division by district, and of the very active participation of our Episcopal Vicars of the different districts in gathering the districts and providing all things necessary for the consultation, even with a very short notice. Our Episcopal Vicars really did their best. And listening to the participants, I saw the joy and the excitement of the lay in the church that is more participative and listening. And thirdly, if taken to heart, I see a lot of hope in this synodal ecclesiology. I am a bit apprehensive though that if we, the clergy, would not be open enough to the movement of the Spirit, we might be left behind. Or even worse, we might become the obstacle to the very realization of the synodal vision of the Church. Therefore, it is my prayer that we too might catch up the enthusiasm of the lay and allow ourselves to be led by the Spirit to have a synodal heart.